From Group 3, and the topic for our ecotoxicity test is the study of behavioral and physiological changes in Pusilla reticulata, which is known as the guppy fish, in different concentrations of chlorine. The objective of our experiment is to study the harmful effects of chlorine on the behavioral appearance of the guppy fish. The main chemical that is used is chlorine. Chlorine is classified as a disinfectant because it can kill bacteria and cause waterborne diseases. Although the concentration of chlorine found in drinking water is non-toxic to humans, however, guppy fish are extremely sensitive to chlorine. Chlorine damages the fish's gills and causes hypoxia, suffocation, and death.
The experiment was conducted by placing 6 different groups of guppy fishes into 6 different concentrations of chlorine. These concentrations were Group 1 with 0 concentration as a control, Group 2 with tap water with 0.2 mg per liter, Group 3 with 0.5 mg per liter concentration, Group 4 with 1.0 mg per liter concentration, Group 5 with 1.3 mg per liter concentration, and Group 6 with 1.5 mg per liter concentration. After placing them into different concentrations, the time was then recorded and the guppy fishes were observed every hour.
As stated previously, there are 4 responding variables that have been observed in this experiment, which are mortality rate, behavior of the fish, body color changes, and also gills color. This group 1 of guppy fishes is a control group, and as you can see, all of the fishes were in a good condition along the experiment. For group 2, based on the data collected, all of the 5 Pusilla reticulata are able to survive along the experiment, which means that the fish are able to live in a good condition where the chlorine level is below 0.2 mg per liter. For group 3, there are 3 deaths recorded in the first 4th hour, and all of the fishes do not survive by the end of the 5th hour. The mortality rate is 80%. The mortality rate corresponds with the concentration of the chlorine, where it is directly proportional to each other. This group also shows gills and skin color changes from bright color to pale color due to the pigment that becoming concentrated in one area within the cell, which produce a pale background color. For group 4, based on the data collected, the fish have normal behavior at the beginning, but when time passes by, they become slowly inactive. This is because the gills of the fish lost their functions and were destroyed by the intolerable concentration of chlorine. Non-functional gills will cause the fish to lose the ability to obtain oxygen and die. This lack of oxygen is a phenomenon called anoxia. Group 5 recorded that all of the fish died by the end of the experiment. However, compared to the previous group, this group has an erratic movement at the beginning and becomes less active as time passes by. Some jump out of the water during the erratic movement. The erratic movement shown by the fish is actually a reflection of low quality of water, high concentration of chlorine. For group 6, based on the data collected, 3 died in the first hour and other 2 guppy fish died in the second hour of the experiment. This is due to the high fitness level of the 2 fishes compared to the other 3. The fitness level of the fish is influenced by the level of growth of the fish, where the small fish is more vulnerable to the chlorine compared to the bigger size of the fish. Thus, 1.5 mg per liter can be considered as intolerable concentration of chlorine for guppy fishes.
In conclusion, chlorine at high concentration is toxic to guppy fish. As you can see from our experiment, concentration of as little as 0.5 mg per liter can kill most fish fairly rapidly. Therefore, to avoid the associated environmental consequences caused by chlorine, many industries treat disinfectant effluents through dechlorination, which can be achieved by using sodium thiosulfate or sulfur dioxide. Although chlorine itself usually does not cause any environmental harm, it combines rapidly to form chemicals such as dioxin and polychlorinated biphenyls that pollute water, contaminate fish, and transfer to human and larger animals that eat the fish. Therefore, it is always important to be precautious and concerned whenever using household chemicals like bleach. That's all from Group 3. Thank you.